Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. For Barkley, finding space at the 40, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. It's Darren Waller, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. In from the secondary for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, Connor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking passing, they see that initially.
Most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field. They're making one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes, 5 passing on the running back. So the completion gets the and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, one interception, it didn't really happen because it gave them no points. So go back on the attack, go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your ball. Contested ball here that's going to be caught. It's a big-time play there for the Giants. 46 yards. A prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough
On some of these smaller defensive backs.
when they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. It's still an effective game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later. This is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle and do what's needed to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Colt. Now he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2nd and 2.
Time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't. And at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at the 3rd down.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's McCoy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they continue. Since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer.
That's
cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. The timing is everything.
2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what we call the yardage. Throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward and he was able to do there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't he?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys were able to extend their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there. We remember that those all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, McCoy. Now he's flushed out right. Target and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCoy. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but he did what he was supposed to. Pick up a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And right side of the option here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Connor up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously, send it away following the made field goal. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. runs the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense and your defense.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, McCoy. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. Has it left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Completions away from field goal range. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be going.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And offensively, they take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it. And we'll see what happens. The 10 at the 7-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing on the ground that's happened. Certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. I'm pretty sure that friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys stopped coaching and they've been playing pretty well. They kept them around in this game. Now we got some time. Running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to put us up a minute in the passing game. They got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Down to about the 45.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. McCoy. Left side is complete. pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that winds you up so much. You don't get the score. Perfect combination. Urgency. And relaxed enough to get it done.
Touchdown, out goes Prater. Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes. Gain any yardage.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones now. Fully on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. When they get better playing their defense,
intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage. To get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
But they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The drive will start with Connor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Connor on the read option. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCoy. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Andy Lee now. There's a punt away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt, but no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense comes back down on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? That would not be picked off.
2nd and 10 now for the 27. Throwing again. Jones. Flushed to his right. And they get it down to now 4. Takes it across the 4-yard line. You see the mobility in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to 43. That'll win a first down pickup of 8. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go to Barkley again. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practice for this. After training camp, they knew there'd be a situation. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Up the middle with Barkley. tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. But that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance. They can have their stats again, but as far as the actual need, you're not going to need to run this clock out because this one is going to be a long time. Arizona Cardinals, even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, McCoy. And incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a long
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 for the 20. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, McCoy. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 off the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. You have to get to that underneath stuff.
This is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch. Inbounds. Keep the clock running.
Drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
McCoy's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away.
Coming together, looked like there was an opening, still ended up with a solid gain.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. McCoy over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough.
Tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCoy, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there.
They've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. McCoy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Can't get them the same.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Forced out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. I like how he hung in there. From the 41, Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like them to stay aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a throwaway drive. You score here, that might be good for the build. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear. Here's the gift.
types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. All of a sudden, those lanes over there earlier in the drive, drawing up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
In front of them, but they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on second down, McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing now.
this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. The pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.